I guess expect anything if you go to a strip club. That's what I can say about that one. Welcome back to another video, you sexy people. My name is Alex. I am a sex coach, and today I'm on Reddit going through embarrassing sex stories to see what we can learn from it maybe. Just enjoy that these things didn't happen to us when we had sex. I'm going to give my input as a sex coach, and hopefully we can all feel a little bit better about ourselves knowing that these things did not happen to us. So let's get into it. Alright, first one. I was doing missionary with my ex while in high school. We were in the gym and I was so turned on, I pulled out and blasted in my own eye. Oh my god. I turned around because my girlfriend had this terrified look of embarrassment on her face, only to stare into the angry face of her gym teacher while the spooge dripped down my eye onto my lip. Yeah, that was a great day. Wow, yeah, that's pretty bad. I've never given myself a facial, so that's a new one there. So what can we learn from that? I don't know. It's a good story though. Alright, in college I had the best kind of roommate situation. I shared a bathroom with one other guy, and we actually had separate rooms on either side of the bathroom. With that kind of privacy, I could have a lot of loud sex, and I did. One night I was sitting on the edge of my bed with my girlfriend straddling me. It was that great kind of loud, dirty talking sex, and I started to spank her as she rode me. She loved it and kept asking for more, so I spanked harder as we got more and more into it. We got a lot of energy going, and I was smacking her ass pretty damn hard until I spanked out of sync with her movement. My hand swung down as her ass moved up, and I ended up missing her entirely and smacking myself in the balls with full force. Doubled over and immediately fell off the bed, curled up on the floor, blinded by the sudden pain. My girlfriend had no idea what to do and thought maybe a cold washcloth would help, so she ran to the door and threw open the door to find my roommate, pants around his ankle, dick in hands. There was an eternity of stunned silence as no one knew what to do or say. She slammed the door shut again. That was the last time I saw my roommate that year. Okay, so a lot of stuff going on there. So they're having this amazing sex and he hits himself in the balls, and then he realizes his roommate is actually jacking off to their sexual experience, which I kind of agree with this first comment here. I feel like I actually wouldn't be that weirded out if I caught my roommate whacking it to me, boning my woman. I mean, that's sort of like complimenting the cook, right? Yeah, it's like they're doing such a great job that you're getting some satisfaction out of it. It's kind of like you're amazing at sex not only for your partner, but you're giving sexual satisfaction out to all the neighbors too. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Alright, next one. I was visiting my brother in Ohio. I went for a week. A bunch of family was there, etc. My cousin and I had a flight out the same day, so we shared a room near the airport. I decided I wanted to go check out the college bars. It was Friday night before I left. I ended up at some goth club with a lot of awkward goth people that I felt too awkward to hang out with. Yeah, so I had a similar experience at a goth bar. My friend and I went to Colorado for Red Rocks, a concert there, and one of the nights before the concert, he was like, let's go out to this bar. It's like, or this club. It's like the best club in Denver, apparently, is what it said online. And then we show up and it happens to be goth night, which it was quite the interesting night. Anyway, I make my way to this place called Scully's. It seemed like a pretty average club. Some local bands played. I hung around and just got shitty drunk. I made friends with some girl at the bar. She invites me to go upstairs and hang out with the DJ. With last call coming soon and the venue dying down, I started getting friendly with the girl I met downstairs. We all head to some random bar nearby and finished drinking whatever we could. Last call. Some random dude says, come to my place, we'll keep drinking. So we end up driving 20 minutes to this random guy's place. The girl I met at Scully's friend is driving. We're completely all trashed at this point. We get to his place. She tells me to stay in the car while her friends get out. I do. We start making out and getting hot in the back of her friend's car. After a bit of drunken slobbering all over each other, she starts to give me a blowjob. I lean back in the glory of it all, but after about 30 seconds, she stops. Everything okay down there? No response. I move the hair from her face. She is dead asleep with my in her mouth, and I start nudging her. She wakes up, moves her mouth from my with a string of spit from her mouth. I'm sorry, I'm just so drunk. She starts back at it. A few minutes later, she stops moving again. I now lean back and start figuring out how the F to get back to my hotel. That is, until a cop knocks on the window. I look at him in amazement as I start to remember there's a effing passed out drunk girl with my now limp dick in her mouth. Oh god. He opens the door, pulls me out, and asks me what the F I'm doing. I start yelling, it's not what you think, it's not what you think. The girl hops out and says, no, I'm sorry, I fell asleep, I'm really drunk. The cop asks why we're there. We explain that some dude invited us and we wanted to just keep drinking. He asked said girl where her friends who drove were. She told him inside. He told her to go back inside. She goes inside, shuts the door. He looks at me. I'm scared shitless. He says, did that girl really fall asleep in the middle of a blowjob? And starts laughing. He assures me it's okay. He just thinks it's funny. I asked him for the number of a cab company. He decided to give me a ride to my hotel half an hour away. So that's a pretty crazy story as well. I love the cop actually like coming in and helping this guy out. And yeah, I can see I would be extremely nervous in that situation as well, thinking that the cop thinks I'm like trying to rape this girl or some crazy. Yeah, that's pretty embarrassing. What can we learn from this? Don't drink and have sex. I mean, nothing good really ever comes of it from my experience. So yeah. All right, next one. All right, so this one says no sex was involved, but this was still traumatizing. Okay. A couple of friends took me out to my first strip club when I was 18. It was pretty hit or miss when it came to hotness and overall quality. In Connecticut, there is a law where strip clubs can either allow the girls to show everything and the club can't serve alcohol, or the girls can show just tits and alcohol can be served. This was the former, and the club made you buy a drink when you walked in the door. So I have my $5 Poland Spring in front of me as another girl walks out. She had kind of matted hair and was one of the types that takes all her clothes off straight away. My two friends decide they want to see what this girl can do for me. So they lay down 5 or 6 $1 bills in front of me. She saunters over, giving me the eye, and stands in front of me, legs open and crouched. She puts $1 in my mouth, then squeezes it out of my said mouth with her tits. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Then she grabs my water bottle, unscrews the top, and sticks it in her pussy. What? Somewhat more out of the ordinary. Yeah, that would be somewhat more out of the ordinary. I agree. She squeezes it so all the contents go up yonder canyon. Then she withdraws the bottle. She then looks at me, clenches, and all the water comes gushing out, covering me head to pants. Having been douched upon, I was pretty speechless. My friends were dying. I took 3 showers. Okay. So yeah, that is quite the experience with a stripper. One that I can't say I have ever had. So yeah, there you go with that one. Right. What can I say about that? I guess expect anything if you go to a strip club. That's what I can say about that one. Anyway, I'm going to end it there. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to these embarrassing sex stories. I sure did. I don't know if we learned anything from them. I guess maybe a couple things, but if anything, we can just be happy that none of these things ever happened to us, and we just always have amazing sex. At least I do. I'm being sarcastic. Anyway, if you want more content like this, or sex advice, or other reaction videos of a sexual nature, come back, subscribe to my channel, leave me a like if you like this video, leave me a comment down below telling me your most embarrassing stories. I would love to read them. I enjoy reading these. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Get out there and have amazing sex. Bye guys.